Hi, this is David from the Wallman Guitar Artistry. Welcome to this channel, which is all about helping musicians around the world develop their musical personality. See what I did there? Usually I say guitar players, primarily guitar players watch the channel, that's what we cover here, but today we're gonna think as musicians. And we're gonna try an experiment today. We're gonna start with a theme. We're gonna call that a theme. And we're gonna try to build something out of that theme. Now, where did the theme come from? I don't know, but it came a while back, weeks, actually months ago. I was on a walk and I always carry my phone around because every once in a while I might have an idea, and so I just la 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 hum on my phone. Now, that voice was not the best voice, and what you're about to hear is not the best voice, but let's give this a try. This is the theme that I recorded, and we're going to start with that. Beautiful. You know what? I should revise, I should review some of the lessons that I took from my buddy Chris Lipe. If you don't know Chris, he's a good friend of mine, and he's a singer-producer. He's got a course, by the way, online. It's free. I'll leave the link in the description of this video. A singing course for people like us who are not really singers. It's going to train your voice. It's free. Sign up below. Okay, so that theme right there, in my head, sounds way better than what you just heard. But we're going to take that snippet of an idea, and we're going to work on it. We're first going to transfer what we have here on the computer, and we're not going to use a cable. We're going to use our ear and our keyboard and all that good stuff. So I'm using Logic Pro 10 here, and our first step is for me to show you Logic Pro 10. Ta-da! Here it is. And the first step is to take that and put it into the computer. So we're going to find a tempo first. It's a little fast. I'm thinking, da, na, 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 la. Okay, that's a good tempo. Here we go. Let's sing. La, na, 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 na. La, 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 na, na, na. La, da, 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 da. Da, 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 da. Now, we're going to take this, what we just sang, and replicate that with a MIDI instrument, which is going to allow us to manipulate that if we want to, and quantize it and make it more or less perfect. So we're going to start with a sound, and I kind of have in mind an orchestral type of thing here. So we're going to use some violins maybe. Whatever we want, but we're basically replicating this. With the magic of editing, our theme is now entered on the computer in MIDI format, which allows us to modify that however we want. And the cool thing here is that now that it's MIDI, I can change instruments, I can move it around, I can slice it, I can do whatever I want. Now, as you know, I am not a classically trained musician. That doesn't matter. That shouldn't prevent me to create something that I will call orchestral. Your ear is going to guide you, and that's exactly what we're doing here. When I think orchestral, I'm thinking rich, dramatic, full, a lot of instruments playing something different, but altogether creates this epic type of piece. So we started with the theme. We're going to start layering some tracks here, and that will give us the richness and fullness that we want. So let's get back to this. We have our theme entered. I'm going to create another track. Now this theme, when I was singing it, na, 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 was kind of in the upper range. La, right here. So I'm going to fill the space, and I'm going to support this la, give this la context with stuff going on around here, so that it's kind of a fuller picture. Why not a pipe organ? Sure, why not? So I'm going to try to find a note, or a few notes, that work over this ba, to give it context. Ba, that's the note. Yeah, simple, right? But if you compare this with, I probably wouldn't release this. But this, I probably wouldn't either, but it's a little better. It's taking shape, right? That's the important part. We're really working layer by layer. So now we have something in the top that is supported by mom. So we can go in between ba, 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 something open. Why open? I don't know, because I feel that this right here, if I sing this, I've got to make a I can't make a it's hard. I've got to make an open sound. The bass is kind of closed, kind of low rumble. So I want something in between that ties both together. Maybe not as open as the theme, but does that make sense? Or am I just nuts here? I hope it makes sense. So I want something kind of airy, kind of natural, pretty. So I'm thinking the human voice, choirs. Yeah, I think that'll work. So what can we do? We have ba, ma, maybe those notes are too close because I have 4 notes that are creating kind of a cluster. I've got this. Very pretty, I think. But when you have multiple notes that are heard at the same time that are close to each other, the human ear has a tendency to focus on those notes and kind of forget about the rest. And because the focus is on those like notes that are really close to each other, the rest is kind of forgotten. I want a free space so that the listener can really perceive everything going on, the bass that we did on the organ, the strings. So I want less notes. That's what I'm trying to say. Let's do that. Now there's a repetition there, but that's boring, right? I want to change this a little bit. I don't know if I want to, I think I want to conserve one note, maybe this one or this one. They both would work, but I can maybe change the bass to this, maybe. Would that work? Yeah, I heard it, so I had to play it. A little movement there. So now we're getting into that next section. Ba, ba, da, ba, ba, da, da. And we just came from this chord. And I don't want to do jumps. I don't want to go from here to this. I want to stay close to that. So I've got these 2 notes and I'm going into ma, ba, 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 da. Would that da, 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 da work over this chord? No. La, da, da, da. Would it work over the bass notes? La, da, da, da. No, we're going to have to change the bass note. What about the top one? Ma, ba, ba, ba. Maybe, I'm not sure, but I know that this bass notes needs to change. So I'm going to find surrounding notes. La, da, da, da. That would work. La, da, da, da. Okay, I had to change both notes from here to here because that's what work here, and those notes are very close to that chord, and that's an important thing when you're composing. Keep things close so that the listener can focus on the whole picture and not be distracted by something else. So that's what we're going to have here. La, da, 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 da. That would work too. I don't know if I want that, but I think I want to change it. Na, da, 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 na, 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 da, 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 na, na, da, da, da. Let's just give it a try. We'll see. We can always move notes around if we want to. Okay, and then that last chord, ma. Now our cluster here, notes together, can work on the end. Why? Because that's there's not much going on. It's a longer note, and we can try to have something a little more rich here. So let's try that as a last chord. Okay, I like it. I'm gonna work on the pen a little bit. Maybe the theme's gonna go on the right a little bit, bass left. Okay, I like it. So it's really building layer by layer, little by little. Now this piece is far from being done, but here you are. I think it's a process. But if you need to take anything from this, you're starting from a simple idea, a theme, a hook, a melodic idea that started from here on my walk. I just heard it in my head and sang it, and put it on a computer in digital format for now. That doesn't mean that we can't re-record this with a real analog instrument, guitar or something like that, but that'll allow us to work on the compositional process, change things around, hear what's going on, and just step by step. It's a layering process that in the end, a simple thing plus another simple thing plus another simple thing becomes something rich and beautiful and complex, and that's what I love about this. That's what I have for you today, and this process is exactly what I did on, you know what, I don't have it here, Evolving Seeds of Glory. I think I sold the last copy. I have a few home, back home, but the last album, that's how I did it. I just note by note, theme by theme, and then it became this kind of an epic thing, but I'll leave a link below too for you to check out. But it's fun. I love doing that. Now, hold up. This is really important. As a matter of fact, it's so important that I changed my clothes and got a haircut to tell you about it. Actually, no, the video was already filmed and I completely forgot, so I'm refilming the outro for you. Okay, the theme that we worked on is available for free. There's a link below that'll take you to a sign-up page. Again, completely free. Sign up once and you'll get access to many videos on the channel with a lot of downloads, but in particular, this video that you just watched. And under the video, you're gonna have a download link. That'll allow you to download that theme that I was singing in my phone. Download that, import it into the sequencer of your choice, and if you don't have a sequencer, that's okay, just play over it, do something with it. Take that theme. You don't have to use my voice. You can replace that with whistling, a keyboard thing, whatever you want, but make something creative out of it. Once you did, you can send me an MP3 of that theme, or a video, whatever you want, david@davidwalleman.com, and I will review it. And if I like it, I might feature a few on the channel. I would love to hear what you came up with. And as a matter of fact, I actually sent that same exact theme to my friend, Chris Lipe, who did the exercise. He filmed himself over the same exact theme and came out with something really different than what we did, but really cool, really interesting. Check out that video. There should be a link here, so check that out. Download the theme below. Thank you so much for watching this. I'll see you next time.